Welcome to a very important and cautionary weather forecast for the UK over the next 10 days. Please watch the entire video to get all the details, but before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and enable the notification bell to stay updated on new content. We commence this weather report with the expectations for this Sunday, marking the onset of the impacts of the polar air mass. Temperature drops are anticipated, accompanied by snowfall in northern Scotland and the northern and northwestern islands. There's also a chance of light snow in Northern Ireland and northern Wales. Specifically, snow is expected in various locations such as Thurso, Melvick, Bettyhill, Durness, Scurry, Kinlochbervie, Lochinver, Wick, Kinbrace, Golspie, Rosehall, Ullapool, Gairloch, Achnashan, Stromferry, Portree, Mallaig, Bunessan, Tobermory, Scalasag, Bowmore, Fort Augustus, Fort William, Aviemore, Inverness, Dufftown, Elgin, Buckie, Turriff, Fraserburgh, Old Meldrum, Aberdeen, Peterhead, Braemar, Castlebay, Battersea, Ballyvannick, Lochboysdale, Stornoway, Tarbert, Ardroyle, Port of Ness, Kirkwall, Stoneybreck, Lerwick, Baltersound, Barla, Lanrust, Bangor, St Asaph, Badgilt, Mould, Clough Mills, Ballymena, Armoy, Lochgyle, Cargan, Waterford, Dunlowy, Glariford, Buckner, Ralloo, Ballyclare, Newtonabbey, Newtonards, Maghera, Draperstown, Macrofelt, Moneymore, Cookstown, Park, Dungiven, and Garva. Strong winds exceeding 60 km per hour will blow in the northern and northwestern islands and coastal areas of Scotland. Here's a glimpse of maximum temperatures for today in some UK regions. 3 degrees in Lerwick, Thurso, and Port of Ness. 4 in Ballyvannick. 5 in Skirenish. 2 degrees in Inverness, Aberdeen, and also Glasgow. 4 degrees in Newry, Douglas, and Hull. 3 in Sunderland. 5 degrees in Liverpool, Birmingham, Bristol, and Plymouth. 8 in St David's. And 4 degrees in Norwich and London. Completely sunny weather is expected tomorrow Monday, in all cities and towns in England, as well as the southern half of Scotland. However, despite this sunny weather, temperatures will be low in most regions of the UK. But the weather will never be stable in northern Scotland, the northern and northwestern islands, and possibly even Northern Ireland and Wales due to snowfall in these areas. The most widespread and intense snowfall, potentially hazardous, is expected precisely on Tuesday, January 16th. Yes, during Tuesday, there will be a reinforcement of the cold polar air mass as Icelandic moisture enters the UK. When it meets the cold polar air, there will be a significant chance of heavy snowfall in Scotland. It can be said that every city, town, and region in Scotland, from north to south and from east to west, will experience snowfall, but with varying thickness. The northern and northwestern regions are expected to have the heaviest snowfall, and caution is advised. In these northern and northwestern areas of Scotland, snowfall thickness may reach or exceed 30, 40, 50, or even 60 centimeters. Here is a list revealing the key areas affected by this snowfall warning: Thurso, Melvick, Bettyhill, Durness, Scurry, Kinlochbervie, Lochinver, Wick, Ullapool, Drumbeg, Paulbane, Lade, Stour, Dundonald, Kinlochie, Achnashan, Torridon, Strathcoran, Diabarg, Shieldaig, Stromferry, Buckie, Macduff, Portsoy, and Fraserburgh. If the entire Scotland will experience snowfall, is it the same for England, Wales, and Northern Ireland? For Wales, yes, almost all regions and cities will witness snowfall with varying thickness from weak to moderate. As for Northern Ireland, only the northern part is expected to experience snowfall, possibly very light snow covering even its western part. In England, snow is anticipated only in its northern regions. Not forgetting the northern and western islands, which will also experience snowfall. Afterward, there will be 3 more days of the continuing impacts of the polar air mass on the UK, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, with persistently very low temperatures in most areas and continued snowfall in scattered parts of the country. Snow, specifically, will continue in northern Scotland, the northern and western islands, as well as northwest England and some areas in Wales and Northern Ireland. As for temperatures, observe the averages expected on the morning of Wednesday, January 17th. 6 degrees below zero in Strafton, Balleter, Tarfside, and Kirkton of Glenisla. 8 below zero in Braemar and Clover. 6 degrees below zero also in Tomoton. 7 below zero in Aviemore. 8 below zero in Kingussie and Fort Augustus. 11 degrees below zero in Dalwhinnie. 9 below zero in Pitlochry and Bridge of Balgie. 8 degrees below zero in Tyndrum and Aberfeldy. 10 degrees below zero in Killin. 7 below zero in Aknashan. These are just examples, and there are many other regions and cities that will also experience low temperatures. During the period from Saturday, January 20th, to Tuesday, January 23rd, anticipate the return of low-pressure systems and frontal systems, thereby bringing the influx of warm air that will lead to a significant rise in temperatures and rainfall in most regions of the UK. And now, here is the snow accumulation forecast for the next 10 days, between 30 and 80 centimetres in Thurso, Melvick, Betty Hill, Durness, Scurry, Kinlochbervie, Lochinver, Drumbeg, Storr, Paulbane, Lade, Ullapool, Dundonald, Kinlochie, Aknashan, Torridon, Strathcoran, Diabarg, Shieldaig, Gairloch, Portsoy, Macduff, and Fraserburgh. Between 10 and 40 centimetres in regions, Northwich, Congleton, Hawes, Sedbergh, Kirkby Stephen, Shap, Penrith, Alston, Ambleside, Keswick, Moffat, Sanquhar, Tweedsmuir, Wick, Kinbrace, Stromfurry, Mallaig, Fort Augustus, Fort William, Tobermory, Bunessan, Killin, Tyndrum, Bridge of Balgie, Ballachulish, Dalwhinnie, Kingussie, Tomich, Braemar, Clover, Buckie, Peterhead, Ballycastle, Cushendun, Armoy, Bushmills, Port Stewart, Dervock, Port of Ness, Ardroyle, Stonebreck, and Baltersound. Between 5 and 15 centimetres in Pontred Fendigade, Machynlleth, Dolgethly, Langadfan, Barla, Corwen, St Asaph, Colwyn Bay, Lanrust, Carnarvon, Porthmadog, Bangor, Mould, Badgilt, Chester, Liverpool, Warrington, Ellesmere Port, Nantwich, Stoke-on-Trent, Macclesfield, Manchester, Poynton, Tideswell, Glossop, Rochdale, Bacup, Bolton, Wigan, Chorley, Formby, Preston, Burnley, Huddersfield, Skipton, Lofthouse, Settle, Chipping, Lancaster, Milnthorpe, Kendal, Ulverston, Seascale, Leyburn, Richmond, Barnard Castle, Stanhope, Holt Whistle, Bellingham, Horsley, Kielder, Horwick, Langholm, Galashiels, Lanark, Cumnock, Carsfion, Newton Stewart, Stranraer, Glasgow, Stirling, Greenock, Girvan, Aberfoyle, Crieff, Pitlochry, Perth, Balleter, Aviemore, Turriff, Dufftown, Elgin, Rosehall, Oban, Lochraza, Lochgilphead, Inverary, Campbelltown, Bowmore, Scalasag, Scareenish, Portree, Ballyvannick, Castlebay, Battersea, Stornoway, Tarbert, Kirkwall, Lerwick, Coleraine, Limavady, Ballymoney, Dunloe, Garver, Glariford, Lochgyle, Cargan, Waterford, Carnlaw, Larne, and Dungiven, less than 5 centimetres in regions, Swansea, Cardigan, Lampeter, Merthyr Tydfil, Carmarthen, Brecon, Clandrindod Wells, Newtown, St David's, Oswestry, Aberystwyth, Barmouth, Holyhead, Peterborough, Spalding, Boston, Kings Lynn, North Walsham, Hunston, Leicester, Nottingham, Mansfield, Sheffield, Cudworth, Leeds, Lincoln, Spilsby, Louth, Cleethorpes, Bridlington, Hull, Brigg, Goole, York, Northallerton, Middlesbrough, Scarborough, Whitby, Crook, Sunderland, Blyth, Hexham, Alnwick, Carlisle, Workington, Berwick, Dumfries, Dunbar, Edinburgh, Crail, Glenrothes, Dundee, Forfar, Montrose, Stonehaven, Aberdeen, Old Meldrum, Inverness, Alness, Galsby, Ballymena, Ballyclare, Maghera, Macrofelt, Antrim, Cookstown, Omagh, Enniskillen, Orfa, Irvinstown, and Lisnaskia.